He didn't belong in the room, so he built his own room and invited history in. Born in 1809, in a log cabin with no windows, no legacy, no inheritance, just silence, firelight, and a boy who looked too awkward to lead anything. But that same boy, he'd one day hold together a country that wanted to tear itself apart. So if you believe greatness can come from nowhere, hit like, tap subscribe, and let's walk with the backwoods nobody who became president. Lincoln didn't grow up dreaming of thrones. He was chopping wood by age 7, reading law books by candlelight at 16, and burying his mother by age 9 in 1818. No private tutor, no polished speeches, just pain, purpose, and paper-bound books he borrowed from neighbors. But pain has a way of making philosophers. And Abe? He listened more than he spoke. He watched. He failed. Then he tried again. In 1832, he ran for public office. He lost. In 1833, his business collapsed. In 1835, the woman he loved died suddenly. In 1836, he suffered a nervous breakdown. Therefore, they called him unstable. They mocked his voice, his face, his clothes. They said he didn't look presidential. But Lincoln didn't campaign with charisma. He used conviction. And he learned that if you can't be polished, be true. He ran for Congress. 1843, defeated. 1848, lost again. 1855, rejected. 1858, crushed in a Senate race by Stephen Douglas. But during that defeat, he delivered the line that would echo through history. He wasn't trying to win votes. He was trying to wake up a sleeping nation. Therefore, in 1860, the impossible happened. They elected him president, a man from nowhere, with no elite bloodline, suddenly holding the future of the United States in his weathered hands. But America was already breaking. By 1861, states had seceded. By 1863, blood soaked Gettysburg, and Lincoln stood, not as a warrior, but as a witness to pain. But he didn't flinch. He didn't run. He leaned in. That same year, he issued the Emancipation Proclamation, 1863. Not because it was popular, because it was right. Therefore, when he stood at Gettysburg and said, by 1864, Lincoln had aged 20 years in just 4. By 1865, the Union had won. And just 6 days later, he went to the theater. But history doesn't always reward its saviors. Shot in the head at Ford's Theater on April 14, 1865, Lincoln died the next morning. Not as a politician, but as a bridge between the broken America that was and the imperfect hope that still remains. So when they say you come from nothing, remember Lincoln. When they say you failed too often, remember Lincoln. When they say the room isn't for you, build your own and invite history in. This isn't the story of a perfect man. It's the blueprint of a scarred soul who turned pain into policy, defeat into direction, and silence into thunder. If Abraham Lincoln were alive today, not polished, not perfect, not elite, would we still listen, or would we scroll past him? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What does leadership look like now?